58 Inspirational identity quotes to create a unique identity. Identity makes you unique so that people get to know you. It could be your name or it could be your work. Because of your name, you are recognized by the people around you, and because of your work, people start knowing you outside your zone. And gradually you become their idol. Here are some inspirational identity quotes that will help you know the importance of identity and how you can create your own identity. FAQs to know more about identity. What is identity? Identity means who you are. How you are recognized by people is your identity. It could be your name or it could be your work. Because of your name, people recognize you easily and are easy to address for them. Because of your work, people consider you their idol and follow you. Why identity is important. Identity is important so that people get to know you in a unique way. This makes it easier for you to be with people. If there are a lot of people around you, your name makes it easier to identify you. In the same way, if we talk about your work, when you do your work with sincere hard work, you will achieve great success. Then people consider you as their inspiration and try to be like you. Then you can play a major role in their life to show them the right path. How can you create your own unique identity? If you want to create a unique identity, you have to master something and help people. If you won't help people, how will they consider you their idol? You have to choose a specific area of your interest and you have to become an expert in it and help people. Slowly, you will be able to leave a unique mark in the hearts of people. Famous inspirational identity quotes. One, unlike a drop of water, which loses its identity when it joins the ocean, man does not lose his being in the society in which he lives. Man's life is independent. He is born not for the development of the society alone, but for the development of himself. B. R. Ambedkar. 2. Perhaps it's impossible to wear an identity without becoming what you pretend to be. Orson Scott Card. 3. I think every person has their own identity and beauty. Everyone being different is what is really beautiful. If we were all the same, it would be boring. Tila Tequila. 4. Everyone has an identity. One of their own, and one for show. Jacqueline Suzanne. 5. My identity might begin with the fact of my race, but it couldn't end there. At least that's what I would choose to believe. Barack Obama. 6. Everybody is identical in their secret unspoken belief that way deep down they are different from everyone else. David Foster Wallace. 7. If you take away people's identity and their ability through the ballot box to determine their future, don't be surprised if they turn to extremes or violence or anything else. Nigel Farage. 8. All pain in life comes from suppressing your true identity. Bryant McGill. Quotes on identity by philosophers. 9. Food, in the end, in our own tradition, is something holy. It's not about nutrients and calories, it's about sharing, it's about honesty, it's about identity. Louise Fresco. 10. To be a good citizen, it's important to be able to put yourself in other people's shoes and see the big picture. If everything you see is rooted in your own identity, that becomes difficult or impossible. Eli Pariser. 11. It's like everyone tells a story about themselves inside their own head. Always. All the time. That story makes you what you are. We build ourselves out of that story. Patrick Rothfuss. 12. Define yourself radically as one beloved by God. This is the true self. Every other identity is an illusion. Brennan Manning. 13. I am neither I nor the other one, I am something in between. Mario de Sacarnero. 14. Be as thou wast wont to be. William Shakespeare. Woman Identity Quotes. 15. I am no bird, and no net ensnares me, I am a free human being with an independent will. Charlotte Bronte. 16. A girl should be two things, who and what she wants. Coco Chanel. 17. I am the sole author of the dictionary that defines me. Zadie Smith. 18. It's not just that I'm a woman of color running for office, it's the way that I ran. It's the way that my identity formed my methods. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. 19. Maybe the world isn't really different, but I am different, and I am in the world. Rachel Hartman. 20. No matter what you do, you are that girl. It's how you become that girl that matters. H.M. Ward. 21. I remember feeling that pieces of me were scattered around the world. I belong to her, Mother Earth. Raquel Sapeda. 22. If you ever find yourself on a path that just doesn't feel safe anymore, you have every right to stop the car. Get out, change your shoes, and start walking. Jennifer Elizabeth. Inspirational Self-Identity Quotes. 23. I was born by myself, but carry the spirit and blood of my father, mother, and my ancestors. So I am really never alone. My identity is through that line. Ziggy Marley. 24. I know what my identity is. Travis Scott. 25. We know what we are, but not what we may be. William Shakespeare. 26. No matter the nature of your individuality, you can nurture a better identity and have a mature, positively rewarding life. Ifeanyi Enoch Onyeha. 27. You have to know your identity. It's the biggest thing in wanting to pursue creative dreams. Lauren Daigle. 28. It's not being in the past, but accepting who we were and being who we are. Royson Turner. 29. People must come to the understanding that they do not have a fixed identity. They have the power to identify and alter features of their personalities that they find negative or unpleasant. Lisa Firestone. 30. Your life is always a perfect reflection of your state of heart and mind, and of your truest identity. Bryant McGill. Create your own identity quotes. 31. You have to be willing to go to war with yourself and create a whole new identity. David Goggins. 32. Never forget what you are, for surely the world will not. Make it your strength. Then it can never be your weakness. Armor yourself in it, and it will never be used to hurt you. George R. Martin. 33. Most people are other people. Their thoughts are someone else's opinions, their lives a mimicry, their passions a quotation. Oscar Wilde. 34. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. Steve Jobs. 35. Own your identity. Love who you are in the world. Love your deafness. Niall DeMarco. 36. If you lose your integrity, you will also lose your identity, your sensitivity, and your dignity. Integrity is honesty, modesty, and security in all kinds of weather. It should be our priority. Israel Moore Ivor. 37. If you really have your own identity, you'll keep on doing what you think is really right for you, and you'll also understand the next step you want to take. Helmut Lang. 38. It is only through hard work and awareness that we can truly own our identity. Neri Oxman. 39. Life isn't always about finding yourself. More often than not, it's about discovering who God created you to be. David A.R. White. 40. I am my own experiment. I am my own work of art. Madonna. Cultural identity quotes. 41. If I ever found a place where I belonged, that in itself would be an identity crisis for me. Mitski. 42. What colonialism does is cause an identity crisis about one's own culture. Lupita Nyong'o. 43. Food is not rational. Food is culture, habit, craving, and identity. Jonathan Safran IV. 44. Our identity has already been chosen for us, but it is up to us to accept it or fight and change it. Afnan Ahmad Mia. 45. Self-management and self-control are the keys to advanced knowledge, and both are difficult to learn without a sense of your own cultural identity. KRS-One. 46. My culture is my identity and personality. It gives me spiritual, intellectual, and emotional distinction from others, and I am proud of it. M.F. Moonsager. Inspirational quotes about identity and family. 47. Make a choice. Continue living your life feeling muddled in this abyss of self-misunderstanding, where you find your identity independent of it. You push for colorblind casting, you draw your own box. You introduce yourself as who you are, not what color your parents happen to be. Meghan Markle. 48. I often feel like an outsider wherever I go, so I'm always attracted to stories about identity and the meaning of home. Chloe Zhao. 49. Who you are and what you believe in is your real home, the only home no one can take from you, the only home that will last. Adam Bagdasarian. 50. We are not defined by the family into which we are born, but the one we choose and create. We are not born, we become. Tori Spelling. 51. Your family's never in your past. You carry it around with you everywhere. M.L. Stedman. Belonging and identity quotes. 52. In the social jungle of human existence, there is no feeling of being alive without a sense of identity. Erik Erikson. 53. We live in a society that wants to label you with color, sexuality, religion, or ethnicity. It divides us, but it also allows us to find pride in our identity. Logan Browning. 54. Nothing of me is original. I am the combined effort of everyone I've ever known. Chuck Palahniuk. 55. I know who I am, and I know who you are, and nothing else matters. It's how we live our life. Tal McThenia. Inspirational gender identity quotes. 56. All human beings deserve equal treatment, no matter their gender identity or sexuality. Andrea Pejic. 57. Sexuality is who you want to be with. Gender identity is who you want to be in the world. Hari Neff. 58. There is no gender identity behind the expressions of gender. Identity is performatively constituted by the very expressions that are said to be its results. Judith Butler. I hope you liked the above inspirational identity quotes. You may also like the motivational articles mentioned below.